This is episode 7 of the random spontaneous movie 5-minute movie review slash discussions where I talk about movies blindly by picking them out and then speaking about them within a 5-minute period as quickly as I can. Okay, No Man's Land. I don't remember very much about this movie, surprise, surprise. It's a war movie, and I don't know exactly. It wasn't made domestically, but I'm not sure where it actually was made. Oh, goodness. At any rate, I think that this was the movie where. I don't know if this is the same movie that I'm thinking about. The movie I'm thinking about, a guy gets trapped, like, by a landmine, and almost the entire movie takes place with him and some other guy trying to get him out of the landmine. And that's pretty much what the movie is. Now, that might not even be this movie. I might actually be confusing it with something else. Yeah, I think this is the one. But from what I can remember of it or about it, aside from the fact that I can't really remember anything about it apparently, was that it was pretty good. And from what I can remember, I probably would give it 3.5 to 4 stars. Yeah, but I'll stop talking about it because I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Oddly enough, this is the only Harry Potter movie that I own. But I like this movie a lot, from what I can remember about it anyway. I think that in terms of, I think that this might be like my second or third favorite Harry Potter movie that I can remember seeing. I think my favorite one was probably the third one, which I can't even remember the name of it now, but I just know that it was the third one. And I don't remember anything about really what happens in this movie, but just the fact that I like it, or that I remember liking it, and I remember that visually, this movie, I think I actually watched this prior to watching some of the ones that came before it, and I was really shocked at sort of how well they were progressing and mimicking sort of the character's age and their maturity, I guess, as they went through the different grades of schooling and so forth. And I just remember this being relatively much. I think this was the first one that was PG-13. Maybe it was one before this, but at any rate, I do remember liking it, and I probably would give it 3.5, maybe even 4 stars. Yes, I like Harry Potter movies. They're good. So, back off. Okay, Happy Gilmore. Of course, this stars Adam Sandler. I don't know when those other movies were made. I think No Man's Land was like 2001, and I would guess Harry Potter was made in probably 2003. But again, those are guesses. This was made in, I think, like late 90, or 98 or something like that. I don't know. At any rate, of course, this is one of those, Adam Sandler romps, if you will, sort of akin to Billy Madison. I do remember liking this movie and thinking that it was pretty funny. Basically, Adam Sandler really likes in this movie. He likes playing hockey, and then his grandmother's house is going to be bought out or something, and so he has to play golf. He finds out that he's decent at golf, or he can drive a long way, so he has to play golf to try to win this money to get his grandmother's house back. Hilarity ensues, and then the movie goes on. I remember the Bob Barker scene being really funny, and a few other scenes with Carl Weathers as the black man being also pretty funny. So most people have seen this. I probably would give it like 3.5 stars. I think I have time to talk about one more movie. Let's see what we have here. Okay, I haven't seen this. This is The Order. No, I'm not going to have time. Orange County? I always get this movie confused with I think Stealing Harvard, but I think that this bottom guy really wants to go to Stanford, and he somehow doesn't get in, and Jack Black tries to help him. Um, they go to Stanford, and they end up doing all this crazy stuff in order to try to get him into Stanford. And again, hilarity ensues, of course. That's how all these kind of contemporary comedies go. But I remember this actually being relatively funny, and I think that this is Tom Hanks' son. I don't know when this was made, but I probably would give this like 3 out of 5 from what I can remember. Not that I remember that much about it.